let's get to this. This is my Nation home screen. It's made up from database which you're looking at, right? As well as some pages. I'm going to create a new page, and we are just going to call this Notions. Explain really, guys, it does just come down to page and database. That's all the Notion is. So if I hit slash and type page, hit enter, you will see that create a new page. So new page, and within this page I could create another new page by hitting slash, typing page, and creating a page. So you can create infinite pages within pages using Notion. And as you can see at the top here, I've got the breadcrumbs to trace them. But now pages aren't the only thing that you can create in Notion. There's a lot of other ways that you can actually type in these pages and add plenty of interesting blocks to these pages. So if you hit the slash button, you can see the all blocks to type, what they have to offer, and most of them are pretty straightforward, like to-do list here, right? It's just a basic to-do, and it just enhance the page essentially. Everything in this area will just make the page more useful. There's tons of different things in here that you can add to your page, but most of them are just visual, like headings. There's a heading tree, and there's also normal tables that aren't considered database. So I could simply add some columns right here, and I could add some rows, and I could fill these out however I wanted to. Can tab, and you can arrow between these. I've made longer videos going in depth on all of these block types. The next most important piece of Notion that you want to focus on outside of pages is database. So a page can be a database, or a page can contain a database. If you want to turn a page into a database, how to do it? When you first create page, you will present with this an option here, and you can hit table, board, list, calendar, gallery, or timeline. And whichever one of you choose is going to be the type of database that you start with, but that doesn't mean you are stuck with this. There's just different ways to view your data. Okay, so if I click table to start, I can hit add view up here, and I can turn it into a board if I wanted to hit and create. Now it's a board, but I can switch back to my table view. So these are just different ways looking at data. And 3 is some mandatory data that's required within this table. Okay, is this first column here? You can delete these other columns, but you can't delete this first column. It will be no matter what and is usually the name of whatever it that you are putting into this table. So for instance, if I was creating a database about books, I would call this books, and each time that I type a book name into here, it will create a page out of that. Okay, so we talk about page earlier, right? If you open one, you can add information in here through blocks, right? You can add text, headings, you could create notes, you could create lists, you could create to-do lists, could even add tables within this page. And well, so I type in line, I could add another database within it. Okay, so this can go infinitely deep. You can have as many database and table as you want, but when it comes to the database, you can also add properties. So each of these columns that you add comes in the front of the property, and you can choose between these properties here. There's basic properties, and there's also some advanced properties here. There's relation and rollups, which allow you to connect two database together that you've created in the past. And there's also these basic ones that just add information to the specific page. So I could create a select, for instance, could call this select, and then we could add some more information, like we could write what type of book like this. And if I open this page, now it has the specials. All right, thank you guys.